Israel acknowledges the Philippines as one of its reliable and trustworthy partners in defense.
Israel and the Philippines share a very long history of good relations.
When we think about the Philippines' key military alliances, two names often come to mind: the United States, its long-standing partner, and the neighboring nations of the ASEAN bloc. But there's another lesser-known ally that has quietly played a vital role in shaping the country's defense capabilities: Israel. That's right. The small yet formidable Middle Eastern nation has been a significant partner in bolstering the Philippines' military modernization efforts. Israel's reputation as a hub for military innovation stems from decades of necessity, forged in the crucible of conflict. This relentless drive for cutting-edge technology positioned it as an ideal partner when the Philippines sought to upgrade its defense arsenal. Uniquely among the 10 ASEAN nations, the Philippines enjoys a rare and special relationship with Israel. A striking symbol of this bond? Filipinos don't need a visa to enter Israel, a privilege steeped in history. This unique exemption traces back to a profound moment during World War II, when then-President Manuel Quezon opened the Philippines' doors to Jewish refugees fleeing the horrors of the Holocaust. As the only Asian nation to do so, the Philippines etched its name in Israel's history of gratitude, forming a friendship that transcends geopolitics. But what makes this partnership tick in the modern era? Let's delve into the specifics. This isn't merely a diplomatic handshake, it's an exchange of cutting-edge military technology, a tangible collaboration that enhances the Philippines' security landscape. Take, for instance, armored vehicles. For years, the Philippine military relied on outdated or retrofitted equipment that struggled to meet modern demands. That narrative is now changing. Under the nation's military modernization program, Israel has stepped up as a key supplier, delivering 30 state-of-the-art Sabra Ascod light tanks manufactured by Elbit Systems Land. These vehicles are designed to redefine mobility and firepower for the Philippine Army, symbolizing a leap forward in ground combat capabilities. But tanks are just the beginning. The crown jewel of this partnership lies in the skies. Israel has equipped the Philippines with the Spider air defense system, a game-changer in regional security. For an archipelago like the Philippines, with its sprawling coastlines and strategic vulnerabilities, air defense is paramount. The Spider system offers a versatile and mobile shield against aerial threats, including combat aircraft, drones, and rockets. Notably, it protects critical infrastructure and assets described as the nation's center of gravity. As of now, only two countries in Southeast Asia, Singapore and the Philippines, have acquired this advanced system, underlining the exclusivity and strategic depth of this alliance. To underscore the significance of this collaboration, the Philippines has revealed that its contract for the Spider air defense system is valued at a staggering 6.8 billion Philippine pesos. This deal, secured with the Israel Ministry of Defense and Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, is a cornerstone of the nation's defense modernization efforts. But the partnership doesn't end there. Beyond tanks and air defense systems, Israel is playing a transformative role in the maritime domain, a critical area for the Philippines, whose navy has long lagged in modernization. In a landmark move, last year Israel handed over a shipyard to the Philippines. This facility, previously used to produce missile boats, is now set to help the Philippine Navy build its own warships. Through Israel Shipyards Limited, the Navy will soon manufacture vessels like the Shaldug MKV Fast Attack Interdiction Craft Missile. This marks a monumental shift in the Philippines' naval capabilities. And this last November, the Philippine Navy launched the domestically assembled Fast Attack Interdiction Craft Missile, FAICM, BRP Albert Magini, PG-909, at the Naval Shipyard in Cavite City. But the upgrades don't stop there. Israel has also supplied the Navy with advanced radar systems, electro-optics, and Navy missile boats. According to official reports, the cost of these two fast attack interdiction crafts is approximately 10 billion pesos. So, what do these upgrades mean for the Philippines? At the surface, they significantly bolster the country's defense capabilities, but their impact goes much deeper. These advancements allow the Philippines to project confidence on the regional stage, whether addressing territorial disputes or participating in joint international naval exercises. However, this partnership isn't a one-way street. Israel also gains crucial advantages from this collaboration. Known for having one of the most advanced defense industries globally, Israel has a robust arms export program. By entering the Philippine market, Israel strengthens its foothold in Southeast Asia, a region of growing strategic importance. We've explored the hardware, but now let's shift gears to strategy. When the Philippines and Israel come together on defense agreements, it's not just another transaction. It's a move that echoes across a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. Take the South China Sea, for instance, a hotspot of territorial disputes in a critical area for the Philippines. With upgraded military capabilities, the Philippines could gain a more solid footing in negotiations with China, altering the balance of power in the region. This isn't about flexing military strength for its own sake. It's about using this enhanced position to secure diplomatic leverage and assert sovereignty more effectively. But what's in it for Israel? Strategically, this partnership holds significant value. The Middle East remains one of the most volatile regions in the world. On October 27 of last year, the United Nations General Assembly overwhelmingly passed a non-binding resolution calling for an immediate humanitarian truce between Israel and Hamas, demanding aid access to Gaza. The resolution saw 120 countries voting in favor, openly criticizing Israel's ongoing siege and bombardment of Gaza, which had already taken thousands of civilian lives. The Philippines, however, abstained. Along with 45 other nations, it refrained from taking a definitive stance, instead acknowledging Israel's right to self-defense, without addressing the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Gaza. This decision, while disheartening to many, reflects the Philippines' long-standing policy of unwavering support for Israel, even as concerns about human rights violations and international law violations persist. For Israel, partnerships like the one with the Philippines serve a critical purpose. Isolated by strained relations with many of its neighbors, Israel uses these ties to broaden its global network and reduce its reliance on traditional Western allies. This diversification is not only a diplomatic necessity, but also a calculated move to gain flexibility in an increasingly complex geopolitical environment. And then there's the U.S. connection. As a steadfast ally of both Israel and the Philippines, the United States has a vested interest in this growing partnership. On one hand, Israel's support in bolstering the Philippines' defense capabilities aligns with America's goal of maintaining balance in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly as China's influence expands. On the other hand, this partnership could raise questions about the U.S.'s role as the Philippines' primary defense supplier, potentially nudging Washington to reevaluate its strategic positioning in the region. Lastly, we must consider the broader implications for the global arms trade. As the Philippines diversifies its sources for military hardware, other Southeast Asian nations are likely to take notice. This could pave the way for Israel to deepen its connections across the region, further cementing its position in the international arms market. When we step back and examine the bigger picture, it's clear that this military collaboration isn't just about tanks, ships, or missiles. It's about reshaping the strategic landscape of both regional and global geopolitics. However, while some celebrate this partnership as a mutually beneficial alliance, others see it through a more critical lens. A deal of this magnitude is not without its share of controversy. One of the most pressing concerns is the economic aspect. The Philippines is committing substantial funds to these defense agreements, money that, critics argue, could be directed toward pressing domestic issues like poverty alleviation, healthcare, and education. Does a multi-million-dollar tank address the immediate needs of the Filipino people? This question lingers in the minds of many. There's also the issue of transparency. Defense contracts often operate under a veil of secrecy, which can lead to suspicions of corruption or unfair practices. In a country where corruption remains a persistent challenge, the lack of clarity surrounding these deals raises eyebrows. Without full transparency, public trust becomes harder to secure, and skepticism starts to seep into the narrative. While the strategic advantages of the Philippines-Israel partnership are evident, the ethical, economic, and governance concerns are equally significant. These controversies aren't just side notes. They're central to the broader discourse and will undoubtedly shape the trajectory of this alliance. Looking ahead, the defense relationship between the Philippines and Israel offers immense promise, but it's also riddled with challenges. One key factor to consider is the volatile nature of geopolitics. Both nations navigate complex relationships with regional neighbors and global superpowers, and shifts in these dynamics could impact their alliance in unforeseen ways. Domestically, future administrations in the Philippines may reassess their defense priorities. Changes in leadership could bring new perspectives on military spending, foreign partnerships, and the types of equipment being procured. This unpredictability makes the sustainability of this partnership a critical point of discussion. Military technology is not a one-time purchase. It demands continuous investment in maintenance, training, and upgrades. The question remains, can the Philippines sustain these costs over the long term? If not, what will this mean for its defense capabilities and the partnership's viability? But what do you think? Is this partnership the strategic leap forward the Philippines needs, or is it fraught with risks that outweigh the rewards? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.